Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie, this is the Enchanted Planner, and today we're going to go through finalizing the projects page that I made the other day. So we're just going to head into the DIY section of my planner and we're going to pull out the projects page. Oops, stuck. All right, so as we went through this the other day, I said I would be back when I had some other things done. So I went into Canva and I created what I was looking for. Because after all, when we're goal setting, I mean, these are a little bit easier because these are just projects, right? So the actual project being, I want to redo the family room, and these are the tasks that need to be done in order to accomplish what I want to get to, right? So I just whipped these up real quick on the Cricut, and that's what we're gonna do, gang. Okay, so I kind of need to get an idea on how big these are going to be. Oh, I put way too much Kiss Cut around these, but that's all right. It's all good because some of them are going to take up more room than... I tried to keep the fonts for the tasks a little smaller so that they weren't going to overrun things, but I'm just trying to figure out who's going to be the best place to put what. So we get an idea here. I just want to sort of plunk these onto wax paper. Now, in order, we probably need to, actually, I want to touch up the walls first. Then we will, oh, I have clean rug twice. That's no good. I did not mean to do that, so we'll pull that off of there. I wonder what I missed then. You never know. If I figure it out, I'll just write it in, right? And then I want to order some couch covers to make it a different look. And then I found some nice ones on Amazon, so that's not too bad. Okay, the big one is going to be like the gardens. That's going to be the trickier part. I probably should have done these in smaller fonts. But let's take a look at the titles that I made here. Let's see if I want to use the smaller one or the larger one. And if I don't use, what I don't use, I'll just end up using in probably a spread somewhere else. Oh, I don't quite like that. I might break them apart and fix that. That's a pretty good size though. So let's take these guys and I'm gonna cut them apart because I thought I had it enough, but apparently I did not. So we're just going to make these how I want them. And that's easily enough done. So let's look at making kind of a better way to, I want to see how this is going to look. So if we put that kind of in the center, and then we bring this one down kind of like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They should be fine. I'm just having issues with it. It's all good. It's all good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ampersand in the center. And then we're going to build off of that. Now, I do want to get rid of some of this extra Kiss Cut because it's a bit much. I cleaned my scissors too, so they're a little bit happier now because they were pretty gummy. Okay, and then we'll take off some of that Kiss Cut. Get the sticker bit off my finger, please. Okay, so what y'all been up to? Have you started? I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I want to get, that is terrible. Okay, let's get the sticker lifter. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sometimes a plan comes together really well. Other times, not so much. Now, this is the sticker picker upper. And there's always a link for that stuff in the description if you're looking for it. We can graciously thank Kaylin for introducing us to the sticker picker upper. Okay, I like that better. We're close. We're not quite there though. Let's see if I rearrange that a bit. Okay, that's better. It's not going to be perfect because I didn't actually do the curvature right on the letters, but we're going to just wing it. We're just going to wing it and make it work. All right, so I do want to trim around some of this because I outlined them in Canva, and then when I put them into Procreate to create a little bit more of a Kiss Cut around them, apparently I made too many layers, but that's okay. It's nothing my pair of scissors can't fix. All right, let's hang on a second. I got sticker bits everywhere. I swear. I had to go to the dentist at 12:30 and my mouth is still frozen, which annoyingly, because I hate being frozen. Like, oh, I hate being frozen. And when I was there, I went in because I broke off a corner of a tooth. So I had to get that fixed. And then while I was there, I said to him, I've been meaning to get in here because I have a very small cavity on my gum line on one of my front incisors. So he's like, well, do you want to just fill it while we're here? And I'm like, well, how long is it going to be? And I'm like, and how frozen are you going to make me? He's like, oh, I'll only do a little bit of freezing. I won't freeze your lips. Because I'm like, I haven't had lunch yet and I want to go home and have lunch. And I don't know, his definition of a little bit of freezing and my definition must be different. Because I freeze really easy, like terribly easy. And I don't like being frozen. I'm almost to the point I'm like, can we not just do it without the freezing? Like that would make my heart so much happier. I mean, my pain threshold's pretty high, so I don't know if I'd be able to do that or not, or if that would be like borderline barbaric, but yeah, one of those. They need to get a crown is the problem, which was funny because I had this root canal and temporary tooth and stuff done before the pandemic started. Actually, it was a couple of years before the pandemic. And, you know, but the problem was is my tooth still hurt. So I was like, well, I don't want to, I'm trying to decide about bullet points. I don't want to pay for a crown if I'm going to end up losing this tooth anyways, because the tooth still hurt, even though there had been a root canal on it. And then of course we had the pandemic and, you know, of course everything shut down. You're not allowed to do anything. Well, here in BC anyways, while in Canada, couldn't do anything, man. It was like, nope, we're not allowed. So I didn't get to the dentist and then, you know, life's returning to normal now. We're actually allowed to kind of do things, but I'm going to move that up a little bit. There we go. Because yeah, I'm trying to decide if I kind of like the idea of having some bullet points. And yes, I could have written all this stuff in on my own, but I now have a Cricut and I look for any excuse I can to use it. So that's okay, because it gives us an opportunity to chit chat while I put down some stuff and you can actually go through the plan with me, right? Because, you know, often we're not really planning together. We're decorating together. It's decorate with me. Never really understood why they call them plan with me's, because I'm like, we're not really planning, but that is crooked. So let's fix that. But I enjoy them. I still enjoy this channel. I love connecting with you guys. You're all a riot, man. Okay, so where's going to be a problem maybe is finding stuff for that. Maybe I don't need to trim these off because they blend in fairly well and there's not a ton of space needed between the things. Oh, I need one more bullet point. Okay. Yeah, the walls need a bit of a touch up with the paint, so we can probably look at doing that and it'll just give it a fresh look. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get the wall decor down on there as well. All right, so the next thing we kind of need to look at is orange bullet points and yellow. Now, these may not be an exact match because these didn't come out of this book. Well, this one didn't. That came out of the summer book. This is fairly close though. Or we have that bad boy. I think we're gonna go with the light one. All right, so now the decision's gotta be who's going to live in this one. Because I think for the outdoor, I'm gonna have to make some, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here because I didn't really plan on, like I said, I probably should have made all of these much smaller. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do the bedroom stuff in one of the vertical boxes if it will come off of the paper. There we go. And then we'll pull all of this out. My bedroom needs some touch-up paint as well. This is a project I had on the agenda for last year. This and the garden were both on the agenda for last year. They didn't get done. I can't remember why. But that's just some way. It's just sometimes the way it goes. It also didn't help that our summer was kind of crap. Like starting out, like we didn't actually start our summer till like July. So outdoor stuff, there was kind of, I was like, well, there's not really much point in starting it because I'm not really going to have all that much opportunity to enjoy it. But this year, now that we're allowed to, like, you know, live normal lives, I want to do some entertaining. So I kind of want some things. Okay, so I need to find some yellow bullet points. Those ones or those ones. I like the bright ones, so we'll do these. We'll do these. So I need 4. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4. So while I'm thinking about it, Roxy, how's your living wall going in your yard? I haven't really talked to you too much in the last while because you've been kind of watching from, this is a small box. Okay, we may have to adapt here. I might move those over too. So we might layer these so I have a bit more room. Okay, so we have pictures and decor, paint walls. Okay, we'll do paint walls first. Okay, and then we will do new nightstands. Oh, they're so big. All right, we're gonna have to do a little bit of sticker surgery here, I think. So we're gonna plop those down for a minute. Okay, so let's get all the sticker bits off of my scissors. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, Roxy. I mean, I know you've been watching more from your television and you can't really reply as much from there, but I'm curious, how's your living wall going? Because Roxy's been slowly building herself a living fence, which I think is awesome. Okay, so new nightstands. I don't want you to hang over. Okay, so we're going to cut off new because I know that it's nightstands. And we're going to plunk that down right underneath. Okay, and then we'll go lamps. Now, I can also just maybe go with either decor because or pictures, because, you know, pictures out of the two of them is probably the one that's more relevant. So let's get rid of that off of my scissors and we'll cut off pictures. I mean, I could also create another bullet point underneath if we have room. If we have room. I kind of like them widely spaced a bit though, so I don't really want to mess with this too much. Okay, so let's do that. And then we'll go pictures. Because I have nothing on those walls in there. It's kind of bare bones. All right, and then we will go here, which is lamps. And that can stay because it'll actually fit. Woo, look at that. So fun. Okay, now back to my little list here. If we do garden, we're just gonna have to be selective in what we do. So that's okay. We're gonna just get this started anyways. So first things first, we're gonna give this a haircut because it's a little too hairy. And then we'll trim off the outside like that. And then we're gonna plunk. Actually, I'm gonna take the other side off too. I probably should have done that with bedroom as well, but I wasn't thinking. I can always lift it up and do it, but okay, so let's get myself in frame here and let's get this guy down and straight. You can come up a little bit higher. Excellent. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Remove the shrubs. I don't have to put the remove though. Landscape cloths would be like a no-brainer. Because, you know, it certainly is a lot less grief when you have landscape cloth down. It's not a perfect be all end all. Like, I don't know if you've ever done like gardening and stuff. It's not a forever fix. Like, it's going to have to be replaced, which a lot of people don't realize when they put down landscape cloth. They just figured that's it. They don't ever have to worry about it again. Okay, so you're really long. So let's go shrubs and put remove off to the side. Because I know what it is, right? So shrubs, and then we'll put down, I think we're probably going to get about 4 bullet points on each one. And then I just may expand it on the back because I haven't done anything with the back of this page at all. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll expand it on the back. Ooh, those are really, It's really close, so let's fix that. I guess we'll start here because I've got one on the, I've already got one on. And then we'll put this one down. Maybe we should do this. This will help me to space them a bit better. Okay, and then about there and about there. Not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Okay, let's see. We do need to plan. It's part of the process. I need to actually plan things out. Do I need it to say layout? Probably not. So let's just go plan garden, which we can lay in right like that. And I probably should have put those in the opposite. Well, let's move these around because planning probably should be coming before I do anything else. So let's put the plan, because you know we all need a plan. So we'll put plan garden down first, then shrubs, because there's this horrendous like stuff in there I do not want. Let's see. That's a no-brainer. So maybe we'll get the order, but we don't need the order. I'm going to cut order off, and then we're going to put garden accents next on the list, because once I have it all planned out and I know what's needed, I can order those. Oh, it's still too big. Okay, well, we might go a different direction then. I kind of really want to add that though. I wonder if we trim this, how close we can get it if we trim it. I don't really want the words like right on top of one another, but we might be able to sticker surgery this a little bit. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, and then for the final one, I think we're gonna get furniture. We'll grab the furniture prompt. And we're in the middle of the sheet where it's hard to get them to come up. Okay, so let's get, no, this isn't the right one. I wanted patio furniture. I took the wrong one. You're probably all shaking your heads at me going, yeah, that's the wrong one. You wanted patio furniture. Okay, so we're gonna cut furniture and patio apart, because if I'm out ordering furniture, I know, and it's for the garden, I know what it is, right? So we're just gonna use furniture. I don't think my garden accents is straight, but I can look at it afterwards. Okay, and the final one is my garage. My garage currently, well, more than half of it is motorcycles and motorcycle parts. But when I opted to close my fitness studio because of all the crap with the pandemic, I had it all in a storage locker. And then I was getting tired of paying that storage fee because I initially had planned on just reopening my studio after all the dust settled. But I haven't made up my mind on that yet. And in the meantime, the commercial leasing rates were out of control. So I was like, fine, I'll just leave it in storage. But I also didn't want to continue to spend money all the time on bloody storage locker fees. So we cleared out the storage locker and it's in my garage. But now that the weather's getting better, I need to make some decisions on what I'm going to do with it. So that means I need to start actually tackling what's in the garage. It's all good. It's going to be a bit of a process, I think. It's going to take me a while. Okay, so let's get that guy down, and then hopefully they're not too badly spaced. You, however, are not in the best location. So let's move you so you match up, and then let's move this one a tiny bit. Like we're going to be playing a little bit of shifting around here until I get this. Okay, so just you. Okay, there we go. All right, so now let's look through. We got garage. Okay, so I need to sort through the equipment. That's a big one because like I've got everything in there. Like I've got equipment, I've got everything. Like there's just so much. Plus there's like all the things that you use in an office and all that stuff is in there. So I'm going to have to go through all of that and determine what's going, and then I need to sell the stuff. So I think we'll take list and sell equipment. This is going to be a big undertaking. I've already enlisted my girlfriend to come and help. I just have to tell her when, because actually it was her that helped me pack up the studio as well. So going through that other process with her is a good thing. Okay, these are angling up and a little bit frustrating. So let's kind of fix that so they don't angle up. Get it fixed before I get too far in this. Okay. Now, cleaning the area is obvious. Dump run would be obvious. So I'm going to buy foam flooring. So we'll take that off of there because I need to get some more. Okay, let's get that guy down like that. And then I want the last one, which is set it up. Because I want to, I don't necessarily know that I will want to go back to teaching a ton, but I do want I want my studio back. And it's funny because many years ago, I started in my garage. So I think it's kind of funny that I've come full circle because I started in my garage in 2008, 2009. Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay, so I want to move this stuff around because this is the only one that's different. So we're gonna move these guys over. I'm excited. I love projects and DIY. Like it's just, I don't know, I find it therapeutic. I find it painting very therapeutic. People think I'm a lunatic, but I do. I find it really therapeutic. Okay, so let's get this guy down. I do need to get that rug cleaned though. We bought it 4 years ago. It needs to be steam cleaned. Okay, I actually need to steam clean the carpets again as well. They haven't been done in about a year. I try and do fairly regular maintenance and upkeep on things, even though it's not my home, but I have to live here and I don't want to live in dirt and grime and gross. So, you know, I'd rather put the expense out, and it's not that expensive really, especially when you're only getting it done, and it's preventative maintenance, right? It's just all around, it's a good idea. Okay, so let's get rid of that one and get this guy on here, down here. Okay, so now let's go through and let's talk about this. So as I mentioned in this video when I created the page, I kind of want to take on a couple of projects. In this case, I'm taking on 4, which was an afterthought because originally I was coming in with 3. But adding a 4th one's not a big deal because there are a couple of that I really want to get done, like my bedroom being one of them. The fact that that's sticking up is going to drive me a little bit crazy. So will you come up? Mr. Sticker Picker Upper helps. Nope, you are down. Okay, well, I will get you off with an X-Acto knife then. There's this little tiny bumpity piece that's like hanging out and it doesn't want to stay down. So bye-bye. Okay. So as I said when I was setting this up, there's a couple of projects I do want to take, and overall they're not really complex projects. My family room, for example, you know, really I have one wall to paint to sort of freshen it up. My couches, oh my gosh, they're the like brushed sort of fibery look. I've had them for a number of years. I've had them since 2008, I want to say. It's 2008 or 2009, and they're like a forest green. Like they're a nice set, but I want to freshen them up. So I'm going to buy those couch cover, slip cover things that you put on from Amazon and give it a little bit of a fresh look because there's nothing wrong with the furniture. It's just looking a little dated. So we're going to freshen it up. And then I want to get some wall decor. We have built-ins in this room, which are absolutely fantastic. So I have little, you know, okay, not huge, but little knickknacks here and there that accent, and I sort of change them out seasonally. But I would like to have some kind of decor on the wall behind me, just to, I don't know if it's going to be family pictures or what it's going to be, but some kind of wall decor. Now, my bedroom, much the same thing. I have one wall really that needs sort of a freshen up with the paint. I have wanted new nightstands and new lamps for a couple of years, probably 5 or 6. I just haven't found any I like. So I'm hoping that this year will be the year that I find something. Hopefully. It's, I think, going to be in a trip here and there, watching Facebook Marketplace and, you know, checking out places like, what's that place? HomeSense or whatever. Checking out places like that, as long as they're not closing too, because it seems all these companies are going bankrupt and closing all their locations, which is kind of annoying. So the bedroom, not really large. A couple of years ago, I redid our bedding. So that was a nice freshen up. Now it's time for the next step. And then, like I said, the garage really needs some TLC. And then the garden. And I'm going to use these boxes down here for the completed date, just to note when I did get them done. So yeah, that's a wrap, you guys. And then I don't know, I think this side of this page, I might expand on these because, as like you've seen, there's quite a few steps that probably could have gone on these, but there wasn't really room for them. So I may use the back side of that page for the actual planning of the garden, for example, or what have you. So I think that this is an interesting way to do this. I did one of these last year, and because our weather was crap, it never got done. I think my family room's all wonky too, but I'll fix that afterwards. But yeah, so that's a wrap, you guys. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. Actually, let's put it in front of here so it's not so in the back. Well, at least for the picture, right? So yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, drop us a comment down below letting us know you're new so we can formally welcome you to our community. If you like this video, of course, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!